Hi guys, it's Gav here in the hill. Look at the view today. Fantastic, isn't it? So today I wanted to bring to you how to really connect with your healing potential, or this kind of the essential quality of who you are. Bring it out into the world. And one of the ways of doing that, I think, is to connect more with creativity, because it allows your inner expression to come out more, which is really your healing potential. Because your gift is really, when you think about it, is being more yourself. And so I've got like 12 different ways to do that. I hope you can hear me alright. It's quite windy up here this morning. I might hunker down a bit so I can so you can hear me without the wind hitting the mic. Yeah, so that's me hunkered down. Yeah, it's well windy. Tail end of a storm, I think. There was a lot of branches down. In fact, all the sycamore had lost their leaves over the last week. So yeah, it's really interesting, the subject of creativity. I've been working on it for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I've got a weird kind of relationship to it, because I was kind of given it through my education, being creative, and then I decided that there was a lot of skin artists about, so I decided to just not really do it as a profession. So now I didn't really realise the value of it until I started doing a lot of inner work. And I've suddenly, over the past 15 years or something, began to understand the value of creativity and creating more of it in your life. So one of the things that I've got down here, which is important, is is basically drawing forms in nature. And the reason I put that in is because when you draw these forms, like say you're drawing the heather, for instance, there's loads of it about here. That's an amazing plant to draw. And it has these intricate kind of details in it, but you kind of get into the quality of the forms, and they have a kind of truth about them. Quite often they seem kind of weird, but in actual fact that's because we've been so disconnected from this kind of movement quality in the, you can really see it in the stems of the heather. So it helps you to reconnect with this kind of truth that's in your body through the artwork. And you can also do it through landscape. and that comes from direct experience of doing it. The other thing I've got down is like letting yourself relax into nature, like going and doing a sit spot. That's a really good one for connecting with your creativity and your true self. The next one I've got is working socially. I think one of the things that I've noticed about being a survivalist and all that is and into all these bushcraft skills is basically that what lies behind it is this kind of fear of the social, and it's good to be aware if it drives you into something. It's very unconscious, and I think a lot of people that are into bushcraft skills, some of them have that kind of fear of the social because it tends to be seen as restricting your truth through what it brings towards you, and you can feel that a lot of it is not right in a way. So yeah, it's good to connect creatively with others in a social situation. I think that's another thing, because it allows you to bring yourself out in a way that's in a way that works. Practice bringing yourself out in a way that works, because it's not easy, especially when there's so much fierce individualism and everybody's talking about themselves most of the time. Yeah, and that involves like connecting with other people's needs, thinking about what they are creatively. That's a really good skill for marketing, learning how to do that. The other thing I've got down is like make time for creative work. One of the things that I quite often use is I do poetry in the morning during my meditation. That's a great wee thing to do. I also sometimes do drawing as well. And also it's quite good to draw like one of your your struggles, what you're struggling with. It might be an aspect of fear to draw it, and it kind of helps bring it out, and you can work with it more consciously and face it. So make time for it. The other thing I've got down is be adventurous, like try new things, embrace curiosity. So they're kind of connected together, those two things. I won't say much more about that. It's just about kind of getting yourself out of your track. Julian Cameron talks about that quite a lot in like The Artist's Way, is like doing things that are out of your comfort zone that you've wanted to do, but it's pretty self-evident. Another good one is, the next one I've got down here is reduce distractions, like switch off the computers, your screen, everything like that. Yeah, because that tends to just stop you from connect, because it's kind of like work, creativity, but it's like has a kind of living quality about it. And 8 is surround yourself with things that are inspirational. It might be natural objects, it might be some other painting or pictures and even stones, crystals, whatever it is. Another thing I've got down here is working with colour. That's a good one. Work with different colours and look at the moods they bring. Certain colours have different moods, and connect with them. And that has a kind of holding quality to it. Like it has a kind of boundary, like that colour. But it's a kind of living boundary, which is really good. Yeah, so that brings me on to the next one. It's consciousness of the value of boundaries. Like, this took me a while to get, but actually being creative relates a lot to boundaries. If you don't have any boundaries, and you just think, oh, I'll spend all day doing this picture or whatever, or, you know, I've got a massive amount of choice to do. It's like, you know, you don't know where to start. But if you close the boundaries, like say, I'll have to get something done in 5 minutes, it quite often has a phenomenal effect because you can just kind of let go into the space, and that's what's really good about that. Right, so another one connected with that is working with light and dark and drawing. That's kind of like this boundary, working with this boundary quality. And the last one is connected with journaling. Just kind of journaling at the same time as thinking about the question of who you are. Being yourself, I've got it down as. And then thinking about what stops you from being yourself. Yeah. So that's them all. 12 there. I can send you a list if you want. I'll put a link in below the video if you want a list. And I'll remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.